Why, hello there YouTube and welcome to a Revolting review. So, I'm Random Ross and today I'll review Better Watch Out. So this is a festive comedy psychological horror that is written by Zach Kahn and directed by Chris Peckover, starring Olivia DeJonge, Levi Miller, Ed Oxenbould or something, Alex Milik, Darcy Montgomery, Patrick Warburton, and Virginia Medsen. So this movie, it's a Christmas one, so it's December, and I thought, with it being that time of the year, let's have some Christmas, horror movies reviewed on this channel. So I don't know if I reviewed this on this channel before, but if I have, then it's been a very long time since I did it. So I thought, I've rewatched it recently, and I thought, let's do it. So this is about a kid named that's it, a kid named Luke, played by Levi Miller, whose parents are going out to some Christmas work party or whatever, and they leave him with the babysitter Ashley, played by Olivia DeJonge, and she's babysitting him. And then there's this person that breaks into the house, and it turns out it's just Luke's mate, Garrett, played by Ed Oxenbould, and it turns out he staged this whole home invasion so he could look like the hero and he'd win Ashley over. But then things start to get a bit out of hand, and Luke goes completely messed up and evil, and even does some crazy shit. Which involves stabbing and torture and spiders and Christmas lights, bats and paint cans. Basically, he does the Home Alone thing to one of the guys. That's right, one of Ashley's boyfriend's friend swings a paint can into his face, and because Home Alone's a comedy and they decide to go realistic on this, in real life it'd kill a person, and Luke just turns into an evil little shit. So let's get on to my likes and dislikes. First of all, the likes. I like that this had Patrick Warburton in it and Virginia Medsen. They play the parents. They're only in the first act and the final act of this film. So we see them in there. And I have to say, Virginia Medsen, to say she's pushing 60, she looks pretty fine still. I also liked Olivia, as Ashley, the babysitter. She was okay in this. And then we had his friend Garrett, who was played by the other kid from The Visit. Yeah, this featured the two kids who played the two siblings from The Visit in this. And they were both not siblings in this, but they even thought they got out of hand. And then of course he manages to pull it off. All this destruction and chaos he's caused, being an evil little shit, he gets away with it. I'm sure I'm not giving anything away now, because this film is about 3 years old and it's about 89 minutes. So yeah, that's what I liked. So a second. Yeah, so likes and dislikes. Well, I liked the majority of this film. It definitely spun the whole home invasion thing on its head. And they say in the trailers that this is like Home Alone meets The Strangers. Kind of is. Also kind of like an R-rated Home Alone. I thought the acting was okay in this. The acting was good. I liked the majority of the characters as well, particularly Ashley and Garrett. And you start to root for them because Luke, he becomes the antagonist of this movie. And I don't like the guy. I don't like the kid. I like the kid, but I don't like him for his evil things. the kid in Levi Miller, he did a great job playing Luke. And Luke, he was one of those antagonists you just didn't want to root for, because he felt like such a spoiled brat, which he was at the end. In fact, he probably was for the whole time. He was just a little brat, and he was an unlikable character. And basically, yeah, Ashley is the protagonist, like the final girl, because she does survive just when you think she's dead, and just when you think, he's got away with it and evil has won. No, she survives. She manages to survive his torture and evil. But yeah, he cleverly manages to get back in bed and create the illusion that he was asleep throughout the entire thing, and play the whole innocent kid. So I thought he's a smart kid, but he's an evil little shit, and I don't find him that likeable as a villain. I thought this was nicely paced as well. Like I say, this is about 89 minutes, so just about an hour and a half. So it's not too long. It's an entertaining one, just something to switch off to for about an hour and a half. I mean, it's not going to be brilliant. I mean, like, I knew when I was watching this, I knew I wasn't in for anything too sensible. I knew that I was going to watch something with some swearing and violence in there and some gore. And, I knew what I signed up for. But this was a pretty decent one. It was a pretty decent horror film, so I'll give it that. But, yeah, the cinematography and everything was good. The practical effects were good, visuals and what have you. Were there any? I think there were a little bit of CGI for some kills with like lawnmowers and that. But yeah, also I just hate how smirky and smug Luke was when he was downing a bottle of wine and stuff. I hate evil kids like that when they think they're it. That kid just were asking for a proper clip. Anyways. My final thoughts and ratings. You better watch out. It's a fairly decent one. I recommend it to those who just want to watch a film where nothing's taken too seriously. I mean, it says on the wiki page here that it's a psychological horror, but I think it's also comedy horror because it's got comedy in there. That's what I could see in it in the trailer and the film. There was some comedy in there, and there were some humorous parts in there. And there were some funny moments too. But it wasn't total laughter. But it was fairly decent with the comedy. So I'm going to give this. I'll give it 3 switches out of 5. Yes, it's a Christmas horror movie review. I'm ranking it by Krampus's switches on this one. So there you are. That has been my review for You Better Watch Out. Have you seen this one? Let me know down in the comments below. If you have, if you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, share with your friends, feel free to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell. All my social media links are linked down below in the description, so be sure to check all that out. This is where the whole Christmas season begins on this channel, all the festive activities. So, until next time, don't have nightmares.